Hey, hello all, this is Roshan and welcome back to my channel. So guys, I'm back with another session for the Core Java interview question part 2. So guys, in the last section we seen some of the basic questions in the Core Java related to Core Java which are frequently asked, and in this section also we are going to see the different set of questions that are frequently asked for the Core Java interview or the Java interview. So guys, I request you all to please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to never miss the updates and never miss such videos that will help you achieve a good job in the Java. So let's get started guys without wasting much time. So let's start with our first question, that is, what is finally and finalize in Java? So to answer this question we can say that finally block is used in the try along with the try catch block. So guys, always we get confused with these two keywords, but the finally block is used in case of exception handling, where the finally block will be executed every time whatever the failure it is. And in the finally block we actually close the resources that we are opened. What is the finalize? So finalize is the method that gets called by the garbage collector when the object is getting garbage collected. So this is called the finalize method. So let's go to our next question. Can we declare a class as a static? So guys, we cannot declare the class as a static, but we though can have the inner classes that can be declared as a static. In the first image you can see that the static keyword we are used for this class demo, but it's saying that modifier static is not allowed here, but we can have the static inner class, or that we can say static nested class here. So here I have created the inner class demo, and also like I have created the instance for it. So what is multi-catch block in Java? So guys, in Java 7 one of the improvement was multi-catch block, where we can catch multiple exceptions in a single catch block. This makes our code shorter and cleaner when every catch block has a similar code. So for example, here I have the IO exception and SQL exception, and I have to handle it in a common way so that we can combine these exceptions with the pipe symbol and we can catch this one. So what is the marker interface? So marker interface is nothing but the empty interface without any methods in it. Why we use the marker interface? It is used to force some functionality. For example, serializable interface and the clonable interfaces are example of the marker interfaces. So guys, sometimes interviewer can ask you about the examples of the marker interfaces. So here I have given in the image clonable interface, so that's not having anything, and also like serializable. So another question is, what is Java reflection APIs? So guys, most of the time, mostly when we are developing any framework, we need some APIs to gather the class metadata. So why we need the reflection APIs? It is actually used to inspect and modify the runtime behavior of Java applications. For example, suppose runtime I have to find some of the class and its behavior, like its methods and its variables, so that I can get with the reflection APIs. In the normal Java programming we don't use the reflection APIs, but in the frameworks such as Spring, Hibernate, or servers such as Tomcat and JBoss, we need these reflection APIs. So another question might be related to class loader. What is the class loader in Java and what type of class loaders are there? So let's look into the what is the class loader. So class loader is nothing but the program that loads the bytecode of any class that we want to access. We can create our own class loader by extending class loader class and overriding the method as the load class, which we can give the class name there. So what are the different types of class loaders that are already exist? So bootstrap class loader, that actually used to load the core classes from JDK. The second one is the extension class loader, which actually loads the classes from the Java home libext directory. So third one is the system class loader, which actually loads the classes which we give the path with the help of commands like -cp or -class path. So another question is, the Java is passed by value or passed by reference? This is also one of the confusing question, guys, for the Java candidate, and here we actually get confused with other languages too, but keep in mind Java is always passed by value. So let's see one of the demonstration which will give you the clear idea about why this Java is passed by value. So let's get started. You can find the code link to this code in the description section, guys. So there you can go and take this code. I have taken this code pre-written so that we can quickly have the demo. So let's look into the first case of primitive data types. For example, here I have given the primitive demo as the class, given the main method, and I have given one public static void change method here. So what we are doing here, we have declared one variable x and assigned value to 5. We are sending this x to the change. So the value of this x is actually copied here. So what I did in the method, I have assigned the value 10 to the x. So if it was the pass by reference, then x might be reflected here at line 8. So let's see what is the output of this program. So it is 5, guys, it is not the 10, and we can say that it is passed by value. So this is in case of primitive types. Let's see another demo for the object references. So what I did here, I have created one class student, and I have given one of the variable as its age. So student is having age, and I have two constructors here, one with parameter age and one with default parameter. So here what I did is I created the student object and given the age as 5, for example. So reference is passed, and in case of object, its actual reference is passed and a copy of reference is created into the change method here. So we are having the change method here. We are taking the student reference here, which is actually copied, and then we change reference to refer some other location. We can do one thing. So we can change the reference to refer to some other location. That what I did here. Now any changes made to this reference are not going to reflect back in the main method here at line number 22. If you can see here, I have changed the age to the 10. So let's see what is the output of this program. So it is the 5, guys, and it is not the 10. But what happens in case of if I set the age to this yes object here, so we can see just like here. So here I have not assigned the new reference here, but I have set the values to the existing object variables. So we can see what is the output, and the output will be 10, guys. Okay, got it. So keep in mind, it is, even though it is copying the reference, but we can set the values in that object, like we can set the parameter values in that object and it's gonna reflect there. Let's see one exercise for you guys. So here I have written a method for swap, and I'm sending the two integer values here and written the logic to swap these two numbers. So what I did in the main is I created I equal to 10 and j equal to 20, and I sent into the swap method. So can you guys guess the output for this one? Keep in mind that we are passing the reference, we are passing the actually reference here, object reference, as a value. So let's look into the output. So it is 10 and 20, and swap actually doesn't change the value. So I hope you understand this one. So that's all for this session, guys. Let me know your feedback for this session, and also comment out if you are having any queries. Thank you.